Okay guys, good morning. Today we're going to be talking about something called the distributive property. And what that means is we're going to be dealing with equations that have brackets on them. So you'll notice these ones, they all have a set of brackets here, here. You know what, we're not going to do this one. Get rid of that. Okay. So these all have brackets on them. We have 6 times x plus 3. Here we have 4 times 5 minus x. And here we have 8 times x minus 3. So there's just a little step you have to do before we get going with these equations. And you're going to multiply, if we look over here, we're going to multiply 6 times x and multiply 6 times 3. Now this is a positive 3. Why is it positive? Because the sign directly to the left of it is a plus sign. So that means the value of this 3 is positive. Okay? The value of this 3 over here would be negative. So we'd have to go 8 times negative 3. Anyways, we'll get to that one. So over here, I've got 6 times x. So basically that means we're going to go, we're going to start with 6 times x, and we're going to write that down here. So this is just 6. So anytime you have a number multiplied by a variable, you just squish them together, showing that it's 6 times x. So we're going to have 6x, and then over here, we're going to have 6 times positive 3. So 6 times positive 3, that's just 18. Now, it's positive 18. It's a positive number. So down here, we're not just going to put 18. We're going to put, because it's positive, we're going to put plus 18. Then it just equals 48. And from here on, you just solve it how you would normally solve something. We can write the word S-A-D-M. We have multiplication here. We have addition. So that means the first thing we're going to do is subtract something and then divide. So looking here, I'm going to subtract 18 from both sides. The 18s are gone. From this side, we still have 6x. And then we have 48 minus 18, which is 30. So we have subtracted. Now we're going to divide. What do I divide both sides by? 6. Divide by 6. Divide by 6. And x equals 30 divided by 6 is 5. And there's our answer. So if we look back to the original equation, we've got 6 times, let's put a 5 in. So 6 times 5 plus 3 is 8. So 6 times 8 is 48. We're good to go. Let's do the next one. So we're going to apply the distributive property. So we're going to go 4 times 5, which is just 20. And then we have 4 times negative x. So if it was just positive x, it'd be 4x. But because it's 4 times negative x, that's negative 4x. So we write that as negative 4x. And that equals 8. So we have, in this question, we have, now let's see here, we've got some multiplication, because this is 4 right next to the x, so that's multiplication. And we have, now here's where it gets tricky. This looks like we have subtraction, but the number we're concerned with is this 20, and right now this 20 is positive. We know it's positive because there's no sign beside it. So if we want to, this is actually, we have addition. So to get rid of this, we would need to subtract it because it's positive. So we have addition. All right, so first thing we're going to do is subtract 20 from both sides, like so. Now I have, when these 20s are gone, I have to be careful because I still have negative 4x on this side. So I need to write that, negative 4x. And on this side, we've got 8 minus 20. Now you have to be careful because it's not 20 minus 8, it's 8 minus 20. So our integer rules will tell us that positive 8 minus 20 is negative 12. So now we've subtracted 20 from both sides, so now we're going to divide. And we're going to divide both sides by negative 4. It can't just be 4, it has to be this whole thing. So we're going to go divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4. And our answer is x equals, now what's a negative divided by a negative? It's a positive number. So negative 12 divided by negative 4 is positive 3. If we were to put positive 3 back into this equation, it'd be 5 minus 3, which is 2. And then 4 times 2 is 8. So we're right. Okay, one more here. Distribute 8 times x is 8x. And 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. And that equals 96. We're going to add 24 to both sides. We've got 8x equals 120. And we're going to divide both sides by 8. And we get x equals 15. If we were to put a 15 back into this equation, 15 minus 3 is 12, and 8 times 12 is 96. So we are good to